Well, it looks to me like Steve Witkoff, Trump's personal envoy, came back from his meeting with Putin in Moscow with some kind of proposal, some kind of ideas from Putin. And I think Putin's going to try and take advantage of this one-on-one summit with Trump to advance his agenda, to put out, you know, a Russian peace plan or a ceasefire plan or something like that, in order then to have Trump take it to Zelensky and see if Zelensky rejects it. This is posturing to see who can look like they're more interested in peace. I still think the parties are a long way apart. I think Putin wants this meeting with Trump for two reasons. One, it legitimizes him. This man has been a pariah since February of 2022, when Russia committed unprovoked aggression against Ukraine. Now he's getting a meeting with the President of the United States to stand next to each other as equals and has to offer up nothing in return. That is the meeting right there as far as Putin's concerned. But I think he also wants to pull Trump back into his orbit. As you were saying, who's playing whom depends on kind of how you evaluate this. But I do think Putin now understands he may have pushed Trump a little bit further than he intended or than he wanted, and he needs to roll him back in. And that is the second part of this summit from the Russian point of view. There's a time and a place for everything, and this is not it. In fact, this is not a time to be pressing for Ukraine to meet with Russia either, because Russia's troops are still advancing. That's why Putin is so confident. I don't think Trump understands any of this, frankly. He said during the campaign this was a senseless war. He said, I think on Monday, that it was ridiculous war. So let's take the two sides, because these are the people he's going to have to deal with. Zelensky and the Ukrainian people, almost to a person, I think, believe that they are fighting for Ukrainian freedom and independence. Now, do we think that's senseless and ridiculous? Really? Certainly the Ukrainians don't. And on the Russian side, and I don't agree with the Russian position at all, but Vladimir Putin and a substantial number of Russians think that they are justifiably trying to recreate the Russian Empire. From their point of view, is that senseless and ridiculous? Again, I disagree with all of it, but it's not as dismissive as Trump has been of it. So Trump's getting into something. He doesn't understand the gravity of it. He's precipitating this meeting because it'll be great press. I don't know where the meeting will be, but
you
it'll
seem to
be
think it's
surrounded by cameras and reporters. Sure. He'll be having the time of his life. I think Putin, as I say, I don't know whether he pierced the envelope intentionally or unintentionally, but I think he believes he should reel Trump back in, and believes his KGB skills will do that. I think Trump is obviously displeased with Putin, but he's also been careful to say that he's not done with him yet, that I think he still hopes somehow that their friendship can be recreated, and like two good friends, they can resolve the war in Ukraine. I think that's completely unrealistic, but I do think that's where Trump comes out. I'm sure he'll have a few words to say to Putin to express his displeasure, but he still believes that fundamentally international relations are the personal relations between heads of state. And if he has a good personal relationship with a foreign leader, then U.S. relations with that state are good. And that is a gross oversimplification.